Hey, this is gonna be something that's not quite like other stuff I've posted to this channel. Um, so I am a fan of, I guess, no, I'm still a fan, but the channel unus annus, 1 year. And I I just sat through a 12-hour live stream and then they deleted the channel. Although in very unus annus fashion, they deleted the channel and then it it auto played into a video of theirs on the channel. So because they didn't test it, there's a delay till all the stuff gets removed. that that's honestly like one of the funniest and best like little parting gifts, I think. It's like, oh, you felt like it was going to be ripped away from you, and then based on your YouTube watching habits, it autoplayed into a video YouTube thought you'd like, which just happens to be one of theirs. I maybe it's because it's not fully gone yet, but I was expecting to be much sadder. I was like, oh god, oh god. I know I saw all the videos, but what if I want to go watch another one? What am I going to do? And it just wasn't like that. I was like, they did it. They did what they were wanting to do. And I'm just very, very happy and proud of them. Their channel is one of the reasons, not the main reason, but one of the reasons that pushed me to try to become a voice actor. And it's very much a cathartic feeling, I guess is the right word. But I just kind of want to rant and rave a little bit about all this, everything. I lowered my gain a little bit, so sorry if I was God voicing your ears out of your head. But even before this channel, I always viewed things in measure of time. It's like someone would loan me $5, and this will tell you when this was, but it was like, I was like, wow, that's because of the job they work. That's an hour of their time they just gave me. I mean, it's a weird way to look at it, but it's true. You take the minimum wage and you divide, how much, you do the math, and yeah, it's in the AM, so my brain's a little frazzled, but you giving money to someone, if it's money you've earned, is absolutely giving your time to someone. And it's one of those situations where it's refreshing to know that so many other people have been exposed to that mindset. And because of the life I've lived, a lot of people like to ignore death, but I've always viewed death as an option in life. It's just one of those things where if you're stuck in life, if you're terminally ill and you don't want to suffer, death is an option. And so with unus annus, one of their big things was memento mori, remember death. And in all honesty, I'm thankful I got to be a part of it. I got to watch. I got to laugh. They donated a year of their time to give us that content. And in turn, we gave them time by watching it. But at the end of your life, you have to think, because only you get to decide if your life was used to its fullest. You could have lived your whole life just living at home, watching over your kids. And some people would be like, oh, that's so boring. You must regret life so much. And that person is 100% able to look at them and say, no, I lived the exact life I wanted to. I value the life I lived. And with them, that was the point. Remember, you have a short time. And remember that everything does end. And the channel's over. It's ended. But the truth is, everything ends. And it's always sad. But things start again. And it's always happy. Maybe not the same things. But things start. Have you ever had that moment where you see something and you're happy and you're like, why does that make me happy? And then you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought of that for years. That's a situation that all the people of us who watched the channel are gonna have. They not only gave us a year of funny videos, a year of ponderances, but now they've given us future moments of happiness. Moments where you're like, oh my gosh, that's right. That was a thing. I was there for that. And I mean, that's the way life is in general. But just know and understand that in life, it's your time. You get to choose how to use it. And don't let anyone tell you that time was wasted if you don't feel it was. Okay, so the next bit is just gonna be a thing for Mark and Ethan. You're welcome to listen, though. I am recording this tiny mid-section after the fact. After I recorded it initially, just to throw in, it took 23 minutes for the videos to go away. So it was almost like we got one last gift. Everyone was saying, just a little more time. We just need more time. Well, we got one more video's worth. And if Mark and Ethan somehow stumble across this video, man, I love you both guys. Mark, you're amazing. But I'm primarily going to talk to Ethan because your ego's already too big and I don't want to inflate it too much. But okay, Ethan, broski, Melon Man, Gungoozler, Meat Man. But Ethan, you have done and you were a part of something amazing. But Mark wasn't doing those parts. It was you. So you can say, yeah, you fed off Mark's energy or whatever. But it was you that people loved. And I mean, they loved Mark too, but I'm saying your actions were you. Your humor was you. And I don't want that to stop. I know Mark said that to you, but I'm so excited to see what you're gonna make. You know, if I'm being honest, I didn't know about you till I saw you on one of Mark's videos. But I'm not talking about unus annus videos. I'm talking about way before then. But I immediately started watching you because you were funny. And I was like, man, this is great. This guy's great. He's got just that right of awkwardness and just the chaotic ADD energy I need in my life. I mean, to be honest, it's very similar with Sean. You know, I found him in a collab video, and now look how massive he is. I believe that's gonna be you. Just take this energy, this drive that you have with unus annus, and carry it forward. I sat through that whole live stream because I was like, man, I want to be there. I want to see what they're doing, what they're going to say. But also, I wanted to see what you were going to do and say. So just be you, Ethan. Eve. E-E-F. Eve. You really did bring so much to that channel, and I hope you don't minimize how much that was. But just don't stop. Now I guess I'll say a couple things to Mark. Hey Mark, I mean, odds are neither of you are going to see this, neither of you are going to find it, but, I just hope that one thing you've learned from that daily grind, is understanding that you need to rest. That doesn't mean you have to stop, but remember to enjoy life. And if I'm being honest, ever since that stream where you deleted the SpongeBob 3 a.m. at the Krusty Krab video, I've had this gnawing fear in the back of my mind that like oh God, is Mark sick? Is he gonna die? Because there was just this passion and drive in your eyes that it's like you needed to get that out there. You needed it. You needed this mentality out there because people needed it for some reason. And that mentality is good overall, so I can understand that. So I do hope it's just that. And then a few things you said. A couple of times you were like, there's so much I want to do, I just don't have the time. And yeah, that was towards the end of unus annus, but in that moment you weren't talking about unus annus. You were talking about just recording in general. And so that steamed up and powered my anxiety even more. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's not, I hope it's just knowing. I hope everything's okay. But thank you. Now I'm talking to both of you. Thank you both for the experience of the channel. I know it wasn't for me, it was for whoever found it. But I hope as many people, I hope all the people who watched got as much as I did out of it. As I said, I need to do better about posting to this channel, but I am a voice actor now. And I got the drive partly because of unus annus. I knew I always wanted to, but it's like, man, there's so many so many, good people out there. Why would I take the risk of rejection? Even though everyone I know would tell me, it's like, hey, man, you could be in Hollywood, man, that voice is so good. But I just never did. And finally, like, unus annus was kind of the last straw. It's like, I want to do this. Why am I not doing it? If I power through and find in the end I actually can't, at least I proved I couldn't. As someone once said, it's like, there are absolutely things in this life that are impossible. I'm not arguing that, and you need to accept that things are impossible. But that being said, if you want to tell me something's impossible, prove it. Put your entire being into it. Power through. Fight for it. Fight for it until you're beaten back and pushed to the ground and told no. Until your body gives out. Because only then can you really say it's impossible. And if you fight for it and find it's impossible, well, look how far you went to find that out. Right now, out of the corner of my eye, God's fitness test is playing in the background. I have it muted out of respect. I'm not actually watching it, but it's one of those things where I'm not gonna cry because it's over, but I'm gonna smile because it happened. And God, I can't believe it. How unus annus is it for your entire idea to kind of fall apart at the last stage? I mean, as soon as the processing is done, it's gonna go away. But I'm glad I was here for it. So thank you guys again. I've met some absolutely amazing people because of doing this. And so in a way, in two different ways, you guys have made my life better. Thank you. Memento mori. Unus annus.